I'm currently standing in the Sudbury River, one of the Concord River's two tributaries. The Sudbury River is an old-age river and thus contains many meanders. As you can see right here is a great example of a meander. The Sudbury River meanders through many towns including Concord and Lincoln. A meander is basically a bend in a river, as you can see right here. It is caused when there's a disturbance in the soil in one side. This could be for many different reasons. It could be because there's a rock in one place pushing more water towards one edge of the river and upping the velocity and causing more erosion, or it could be for the reason that an animal has decided to burrow a hole in, weakening the soil and making erosion easier. Once this process starts, erosion occurs, carving out the base of a bend. Then, the velocity increases because the water has to go further out of its normal path to get to the bend. With the velocity increasing here, it makes erosion easier. With most of the velocity happening over here, velocity decreases on the other bend. Therefore, there's a lot of deposition on the other side of the river because the velocity is lowered to the critical settling velocity of some of the sediments in the suspended load. So, the bend is increased as time goes on because more deposition occurs on the inside of the bend and erosion continues to occur on the outside of the bend. This also occurs because of the river's gradient. This is what determines the age of a river. If this was a young river, it wouldn't have any meanders because of the steep gradient. The gradient is basically the slope of the river. With a high gradient or slope, the water is pulled straight down quickly by gravity. It makes it very hard for water to get out of the stream's channel. But when there's a very low gradient, it makes it easier for the river to have meanders, oxbow lakes, cutoffs, point bars, and cut banks, and other similar features of an old river. This is because the river doesn't have as much velocity from going downstream. Ooh, a goose! And it's easier for it to carve out its own path.